Have you ever wondered how igloos, those fascinating structures made of snow, stay warm in the freezing cold? You might think it's a contradiction, a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. After all, how can a house made of ice keep its occupants cozy when the temperature outside dips well below freezing? Well, wonder no more. We're here to unravel this chilly conundrum that has puzzled many. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of the Arctic, figuratively speaking, of course, to demystify the science and architecture behind these icy abodes. Yes, indeed, there's more to these snowy domes than meets the eye. We're going to explore how these marvels of engineering, built with nothing more than snow and a keen understanding of the environment, can provide a haven of warmth in the frosty expanses of the polar regions. So, brace yourselves as we embark on this chilling journey to understand the warmth of an igloo. To understand how igloos stay warm, first, we need to grasp their unique architecture. The structure of an igloo is a marvel of engineering, a testament to the ingeniousness of the indigenous cultures that designed them. Imagine a dome, sitting majestically on the snow, crafted entirely from blocks of tightly packed snow. This dome shape is no arbitrary aesthetic choice. Rather, it's a practical design that's essential for distributing weight evenly across the structure. This mechanism helps prevent collapse under the pressure of its own weight or external forces such as wind or snowfall. But there's more to this snowy dome than meets the eye. Have you ever wondered why igloos have a tunnel entrance? This feature isn't just to make you feel like you're adventuring into a magical snow fort. It serves a crucial purpose in maintaining the interior warmth of the igloo. The tunnel entrance, typically lower than the main living space and often winding, acts as a cold trap, keeping the chilly air outside where it belongs and preventing it from invading the cozy interior. Now let's turn our attention upwards, to the peak of the igloo. There you'll find a small hole, the igloo's ventilation system. This hole allows fresh air to circulate and the excess heat to escape, preventing the inside from becoming a stuffy, sweltering snow cave. It's a perfect example of how good ventilation contributes to a comfortable living environment, even in the most extreme conditions. Igloos, despite their simplicity, are a marvel of architectural design. Every element of an igloo, from its dome shape to its tunnel entrance and ventilation hole, is meticulously designed to work in harmony with the harsh Arctic environment. These ingenious structures leverage the properties of snow and the basic laws of physics to create a warm, safe haven in the midst of a freezing landscape. The igloo's architectural brilliance is the first step towards comprehending its warmth. As we unravel the mystery of igloos, it's clear that these snowy domes are much more than just a pile of snow bricks. They are a testament to human creativity and resilience in the face of Mother Nature's harshest conditions. Now that we comprehend the architecture, let's delve into the science that keeps an igloo warm. You might think it's paradoxical, using snow to stay warm. After all, isn't snow synonymous with the bitter chill of winter? But here's where the elegance of the igloo truly shines. Snow, you see, is more than just frozen water. It's a blanket of tiny ice crystals interspersed with air. And air, my friends, is a fantastic insulator. Picture this: you're wrapped in a cozy quilt on a cold winter's night. That quilt isn't warm on its own. It's your body heat, trapped by the quilt, that keeps you toasty. The air-filled spaces within the quilt act as a buffer, keeping your warmth in and the cold air out. Snow works in the same way. The air trapped within the snow provides a buffer against the frosty outside temperature, preventing the cold from seeping in. But there's more to an igloo's warmth than just insulation. Enter the concept of thermal mass. This might sound like a term right out of a physics textbook, but bear with me. Thermal mass refers to a material's ability to absorb, store, and release heat. And the thick walls of an igloo, they've got thermal mass in spades. When you're inside an igloo, your body heat, along with the heat from cooking or a small fire, gets absorbed by the snow and ice of the igloo's walls. This heat doesn't just disappear though. It's stored within the walls, slowly radiating back into the igloo over time. This process helps maintain a relatively comfortable temperature inside, even as the mercury plummets outside. So the next time you find yourself shivering at the sight of falling snow, remember the humble igloo. It's the perfect example of nature's paradox, using the cold to create warmth. The snow, which we typically associate with cold, is actually a powerful insulator and a storehouse of thermal energy. So it's the snow itself, which we typically associate with cold, that provides the warmth inside an igloo. But the snow and the architecture aren't the only warmth providers in an igloo. Let's explore the role of body heat. You see, the human body is like a miniature furnace, constantly generating heat as it burns fuel to keep us alive. When we're in an enclosed space like an igloo, this body heat has nowhere to go. Instead, it stays within the igloo, gradually warming up the interior. This is why the number of occupants in an igloo is so crucial. More people mean more body heat generated and therefore a warmer igloo. Now this might make you wonder, wouldn't this heat melt the snow? Well, yes and no. The heat from the occupants does slightly melt the inner layer of snow. But before you start picturing a soggy, wet interior, let me clarify, it's not a drastic melt, it's more of a delicate glaze that forms on the inner walls of the igloo. This thin layer of melted snow quickly refreezes due to the cold exterior. The result? A shiny, icy surface that further strengthens the igloo's insulation. This freeze-melt-freeze cycle creates a sort of feedback loop that enhances the igloo's ability to retain heat. The igloo becomes a self-insulating structure, a marvel of natural engineering. But the role of body heat doesn't stop at warming the igloo. It also aids in maintaining the structural integrity of the igloo. The heat from the occupants helps to fuse the blocks of snow together, making the igloo sturdier and more durable. So you see, the warmth of an igloo isn't just about the snow or the architecture, it's also about the people inside it. Their body heat plays a vital role in not just warming the igloo but also in reinforcing its structure. The warmth of an igloo, then, is also a testimony to the warmth of its inhabitants. From their inception by the Inuit people to their modern-day uses, igloos have come a long way. These unique structures, crafted from snow, have served as life-saving shelters during the harsh Arctic winters for centuries. The Inuit people, indigenous to the Arctic regions of Canada, Greenland, and Alaska, originally designed igloos. These resourceful individuals used the very elements that made their environment so hostile to create a refuge from the cold. They ingeniously carved blocks from the snow and arranged them in a dome shape, creating a structure that could withstand the harshest of weather conditions. Igloos were mainly used as temporary winter shelters by hunters when they were away from their main homes, providing them with a warm and safe place to rest. Fast forward to the 21st century, and the concept of the igloo has been adapted in fascinating ways. One of the most notable modern adaptations is the emergence of ice hotels. These are not mere novelties but fully functional accommodations made entirely from snow and ice. Examples include the Ice Hotel in Sweden and the Hotel de Glace in Canada. These modern igloos offer guests a unique experience, allowing them to spend a night surrounded by beautifully carved ice sculptures while staying surprisingly warm. Moreover, the insulation principles of igloos have also found their way into modern architecture and design. Architects and engineers are increasingly looking to the igloo for inspiration when designing energy-efficient buildings. The dome shape and the use of snow for insulation are being replicated in structures around the world to conserve heat and reduce energy consumption. The humble igloo, thus, continues to inspire and warm us in more ways than one. From traditional Arctic shelters to luxurious ice hotels and even influencing modern architectural design, the igloo's journey is a testament to human ingenuity and adaptability in the face of nature's challenges. Its evolution and modern usage continue to fascinate us, demonstrating that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. So that's how it works. The mystery of how igloos stay warm unraveled. Isn't it fascinating that something as simple as an igloo can have such an intricate science behind it? To recap, we've discovered that the architecture of an igloo is key to its ability to retain heat. Its domed shape, the thickness of the walls, and the strategic placement of the entrance all play a role in keeping it warm. Additionally, the insulating properties of snow are a crucial factor. Despite being cold to touch, snow traps air, making it a surprisingly good insulator. Furthermore, the occupant's body heat also plays a significant role. It warms the interior, melting the innermost layer of snow, which then refreezes, creating an insulating ice shell. Finally, we've explored the evolution and modern use of igloos, showing how this ancient survival technique is still relevant today. Next time you see an igloo, you'll know it's not just a pile of snow but a marvel of survival, warmth, and architectural brilliance.